You know, um, me as a political commentator, um, remember when Donald Trump said that he was going to lower grocery prices, and now grocery prices are going to go up even higher because of the tariffs that he imposed. I think one thing I regret from last year covering towards the end of the 2024 presidential election, which to be honest is a waste of time. I'm pretty sure a lot of people say that to my face, like, why cover this? Like, nothing will improve, nothing will change. Both parties are bad. I get all that, but you know, but people gotta understand something. Like a lot of people that watch content like this, like me or RBN or whatnot, like a lot of these people aren't into politics. So like we know that the system is meant to torture the poorest people in the country. But they need to know that. They need to know that you know the system don't give a fuck about you. So yeah, man, I just had to say that. I should have covered Trump more. I covered Biden a lot. I covered Kamala a lot. You know, obviously most of us used to vote for Democrats. I mean, I did not vote for Biden. I did not vote for Kamala. Just y'all know. I'm just saying. But yeah, man, like I get it. But anyway, so buy now, pay later, man. I mean, like this is wild. This is wild. People are financing groceries, man. Like people cannot afford to buy groceries when they get their paycheck, so they have to buy now. The buy now, pay later. They gotta finance their groceries, get a loan to buy groceries. Oh God. Um, so now I'm finna play this video right here.
Grocery prices continue to rise, and with inflation and tariffs, many people are leaning on a new way to pay for their food. NBC Connecticut's Cindy Boyle tells us more on how buy now, pay later apps are being used for groceries.
Buy now, pay later. It's a method that many people are falling back on in a time where things are expensive.
These are financing options that allow people to split the cost of a purchase into 4 installments over 6 to 8 weeks with no interest.
From flight purchases to clothing and now groceries.
Buy now and pay later. I can't do that. No.
That's a good idea. It's a good idea, sure. Whatever helps people, especially families. I mean, it's probably something they're really happy about.
He says he shops.
Like, I don't, I'm gonna be fair with that guy. I'm not gonna slander him or nothing, but I don't think nobody is happy having to split your grocery bill into 4 installments or any purchase. Heard what she said earlier, like to split your airline ticket, buy clothes. Like, I'm not happy because I can't pay it outright. You know, having to split it into 4 payments. Like, I get what he's saying. Like, I guess he said it. I guess it's a little easier to buy groceries now, but it's not. Like, this is what I'm gonna get to. Like, this is why food should be a human right to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't normal, bro. Like, you shouldn't have to buy now, pay later for groceries, bro. Like, so you telling me that most of the people in this country does this, and if they don't do it, they starving to death? And you see why people are stealing steaks in Walmart. Oh my God, man. But I disagree with that older gentleman there. But yeah, man. Let me continue.
For groceries a couple times a week.
It's easily over $100. You add it up monthly 4 times. I mean, it's a good amount.
A survey done by the Lending Tree found that 25% of people using BNPL apps like Klarna and Afterpay were using those loans for groceries.
Pros are that you're able to get a large amount of groceries, even if you don't have the cash right now. The negative part is, even for those systems that have no interest payments, you have to carefully read to see if there are hidden fees.
What it speaks to is the sense of urgency that people have, that consumers have, in terms of paying for food for their home.
The survey also found that 41% of the respondents said they made a late payment on a BNPL loan in the last year.
Many of the companies we represent if a consumer is late on a payment, they will cut them off from using that service. So that means that you can't continue incurring debt if you haven't resolved an ongoing payment.
While there are some guardrails, experts say people should be careful when it comes to borrowing money.
I would suggest people be very careful.
Uh, like, don't you understand why people do this? Being careful. Like, people are desperate. Like, these corporations that have these buy now, pay later loans, they, 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 they feed off of people's desperation. Like, you heard what they said, like, if you late on a payment, like, it's hidden fees. Yeah, it's no interest, but it's fees in that service. And to be honest with you guys, I had to use that when the pandemic hit, a few times, like, because I didn't have no money. Like, I got furloughed from my job for a while until they call us back. But, like, like, these companies know what they doing. That's why they do this. Like, it's wild, man. Like this should not happen in the quote unquote richest country in America in the world. Like, where everybody can have food and housing, but because your rent is so high and your rent takes most of your paycheck, you have to finance your food now. Like that right there should make everybody like angry. Like, no matter like what your financial status is. Like, I know a lot of people are, you know, are not selfish, but they only care about themselves. They don't care about nobody else. People like that, man. Like, that's just the world. That's it. That's just the world we live in, man. But I'm just talking about anybody that like you should have some compassion, for stuff like this. Like this, yeah. This ain't
And
good, man.
determining how they're going to utilize that and to be assured that they can pay on the date that they're supposed to pay.
Cindy Boyo, NBC Connecticut News.
So yeah, that's the video version. Now I'm gonna read to y'all the article from CNBC. Share my screen again. Um, this is more thorough. Uh, Hope y'all can see that. Let me see. Make it a little bit bigger, cause uh, let me see. There we go. There we go. Uh, Here we go. It says more Americans are financing with groceries with buy now pay later loans, and more are paying those bills late. Survey says. Um, and she read all that. Let me get to the meat and potatoes of this. It says a growing number of Americans are using buy now pay later loans to buy groceries, and more people are paying those bills late, according to a new lending tree data released Friday. The figures are the latest indicator that some consumers are cracking under the pressure of an uncertain economy and are having trouble affording essentials such as groceries as they contend with persistent inflation, high interest rates, and concerns around tariffs. Yeah. Oh God. It says in a survey conducted April 2nd to April 3rd of 2,000 U.S. consumers ages 18 to 79, nearly half are reported have used buy now, pay later services. Of those consumers, 25% of respondents said they were using BNPL loans to buy groceries, up from 14% in 2024 and 21% in 2023, the firm said. Meanwhile, 41% of respondents said they made a late payment on a BNPL loan in the past year, up from 34% in the year prior, the survey found. So, yeah, that's a big problem, obviously. Not only you have to get a buy now pay later loan, also too most likely because you know you're under duress. It means you poor. You can't you can't make the payment on time. And if you've been poor, like I've been poor many times myself, you understand that when the payment's late, what they do, they charge you interest. And I heard what they said too. If you miss a payment on those loans, you can't make another purchase, I mean, which it keeps you from getting more debt. But oh God, like this is not normal, bro. I'm just keep saying this is not normal. Um, Linden Tree's chief consumer finance analyst Matt Schultz said that of those respondents who said they paid a BNPL bill late, most said it was by no more than a week or so. A lot of people are struggling and look for ways to extend their budget. Schultz says inflation is still a problem. Interest and rates are still really, really high. There's a lot of uncertainty around tariffs and other economic issues, and it's going to add up to a lot of people looking for ways to extend their budget however they can. He said for an awful lot of people, that's going to mean leaning on buy now, pay later loans for better or for worse. He said, yeah, the inflation thing. Like, listen. Inflation ain't nothing but greedflation. Like that's what a lot of people call it. Like, um, that a lot of time for these corporations, there's no need to jack up the prices of this stuff. Like, like inflation supposed to be a thing where like you have a drought or something, or some a flood or something like that, and it hurts your stock. But you know, really in all actuality, I mean to be honest with you, we already got greedflation, but because of climate change, we're gonna have real inflation too. But I'm just saying, like most inflation is greedflation. Um, like for example, oil production, like oil is consistent, comes out of the ground consistently. Like it's no seasonal type of thing. Like they pull oil out of the ground every fucking day. Like in the wintertime they don't. Oh god, like yeah, like but gas prices go up. Like see that you know that's inflation. That's greedflation. That's a good example. Um, he said he stopped short of calling the results a recession indicator, but said conditions are expected to decline further before they get better. I do think it's going to get worse, at least in the short term, said Schultz. See, that's the problem right there. If you've been poor and disenfranchised for a very long time, you've been in a recession for a long time. Shout out to JB for saying this, and also shout out to JB. I always give people credit and credit due when I see them do articles like this themselves. Um, like, bro, like, recession has been here for the poor man for a long time. It's just now you guys are catching up to it. And like, yo, you guys, man, corporate media is always late to the show, man. I noticed that. Uh, it says the loans, which allow consumers to split purchases into smaller payments, are on a popular alternative to credit cards because they don't often charge interest. But consumers can see high fees if they pay late, and they can run into problems if they stack up multiple loans. Um, in a Linear Tree survey, 60% of BNPL users say they have multiple loans at once, with nearly a fourth saying they have held three or more at once. Yeah, that's a problem. It's really just important for people to be cautious when they use these things because even though they can be a really good interest-free tool to help you kind of make it from one paycheck to the next, there's also a lot of risk of mismanaging it, says Schultz. So people should tread lightly. It says Linden Tree's findings come after Billboard revealed that about 60% of general admission Coachella attendees funded their concert tickets with buy now, pay later loans, sparking a debate on the state of the economy and how consumers are using debt to keep up their lifestyles. A recent announcement from DoorDash that it will begin accepting BNPL financing from Klarna for food deliveries led to widespread mockery and jokes that Americans were struggling so much they're now being forced to finance cheeseburgers and burritos. I finished just keeping 100 with you, man. Like, if you need to take out a loan to get a cheeseburger, a burrito, a pizza, then most likely you don't need it, man. Like, I'm not trying to be heartless. I know people gotta eat. I get it. But like, it's bad either way. Like, to be honest with you, it'll make more sense to buy groceries and cook your food at home than to take out a loan to buy fucking cheeseburger and a burrito. Like, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I seen those jokes too, and I even cracked on that. I said, if you need this to buy shit from DoorDash, then you don't need it at all. Like, but anyway, it says over the last few years, consumers have held up relatively well, even at the face of persistent inflation and high interest rates, because the job market was strong and wage growth had kept up with inflation. At least for some workers. Earlier this year, however, large companies, including Walmart and Delta Airlines, um, began warning that the dynamic had begun to shift, and they're seeking cracks in demand, which was leading to worse than expected sales forecasts. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, man, like this is dystopian shit. Like I never thought in a million years that people would have to take out a loan just to buy groceries. Like that like if even if like I'm just saying for like the people that really don't care, like think about this, man. Like you doing well, you making it, I guess. I mean you ain't rich, but you're making it. And you see this and you gotta say like, damn, this system is fucked up. Like like it's just ridiculous. And also too, this is why I want to get into more mutual aid and organizing because people need help, man. Like this is not normal. Like bad enough you got finance your home, finance your car, finance other stuff too, maybe a refrigerator, because people can't afford to buy a refrigerator outright. Um, but financing food, like, good lord, what's next? What's next? Now I get to the next story. Financing Netflix, like that'll be next too. They don't want you to own anything. Like you can't even own food. You gotta finance food. Like I mean, welcome to America.